Hi y'all, so today we're doing a full interior detail on this. Let's go ahead and get this video started. So on this vehicle, I'm doing a full interior detail. Like I said in the beginning, I charged $325 on this particular vehicle. Now, to some of y'all, that may be a lot, and to some of the others, that may be not enough. So it just all depends. Now, somebody asked me about pricing. How do I go about pricing, and what I charge for stuff? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no issue talking about what I charge for certain vehicles and stuff. So honestly, the last couple of months I have been going up on my price. Here and there, I've been doing maybe $10, $20 increments, sometimes 25, just all depends. On certain services now, not every single service, certain services. So the brutal truth about how to get, the right pricing is that you can charge whatever you want, to be honest with you. And the real question is, can I charge this, and are people gonna pay that? That's the real question and the real mystery. So if you want to, you could break down, your chemical costs, what it costs you per vehicle to do whatever service you're doing. Like on this vehicle right here, I use the Flex product. So I'm using Flex Citrus as a pre-spray, and then Flex Ice in my extraction. I don't know why I said that like that. And each one of them is about 50 bucks. So that's $100 worth of product. And I mean, it goes a long way. I have never fully broken down what it costs me to do a certain service. Now, maybe I should, and maybe I should know that type of stuff. But honestly, for me, how much I charge is going to depend on the condition. Is also going to depend on the size, and then how far I got to travel out. Those are the three main things that I pay attention to before I give a price. Now, in the beginning, I did pricing very different. I even have a video, maybe 2 videos on how I would price stuff. Obviously, if y'all been following me for a while, y'all know that I price stuff at like $50, and I used to do everything for that. Then eventually I moved on to, okay, I want to make $50 an hour, not $50 per car. And then now I have like a base price, which is still kind of based off our hourly rate, but certain services like a full interior detail starts off at $200 now. And then the way I did it was I came up with a system, so it's not that bad, kind of bad, and very bad. And then that's how I know if it's going to be between 200 to 250 or 250 to 300 type of thing. And then that middle number I would use as the mileage. So if it was 30 miles from me and it wasn't that bad, then it would be $230. That's how I used to do it. Now I still kind of follow that model. Now, some people would say, well, you're using a steamer, you're using this, you have this expensive equipment, you need to charge for your equipment. And honestly, I charge for my time. That's really what I'm charging for, my time to be there. The equipment, I just feel like you don't really want to put that on your customer, because the equipment is for you personally, to make things easier for yourself, to go a little faster. So having the steamer to me is a plus. Do I need a steamer to do this job? No, I don't. But having a steamer helps me get to those cracks and crevices in an easier way and a lot faster way, right? It also helps break down any buildup on the steering wheel, on the turn signal stalks, and all that stuff. You just got to be careful with that steamer. So a lot of the tools, the brushes, the chemicals, and all that stuff like that, those are things to help me go faster. So I don't really put the cost of that on the customer. Now, another thing you want to keep in mind is whatever your goals are, and then the area that you're in. And the reason why I say that is because if your goal is to do 20 cars in a day, then yeah, you can charge $50 a car, because you got that, you're doing 20 cars a day at $50. Now, for me, my goal is only to do 2, maybe 3 cars a day. That's it. So I can't charge $50 and think I'm gonna make a decent living for myself and pay for everything just off of making $150 for, I don't know, 8 hours worth of work. It just won't work out that way. Now, as far as the area, if I'm charging my full interior starts off at $200, right? If I'm charging $200, that doesn't really necessarily mean I can go back home to where I'm from and charge $200. So here, the average income is 10 times higher than the average income where I'm from in Louisiana, which is in Mama, Louisiana, the average income is like $24,000 or something like that. So they may not be able to afford a $200, $300, $400, $500 detail. Do they have people that'll pay that? Probably so, but not as many people I would find here in San Antonio. So that does make a difference. That's why I don't mind talking about pricing, but I also kind of don't like talking about it, because just because I'm charging something don't mean you could charge that, and I don't want to mislead anybody, because you can charge more than what I'm charging. But for me, I think I found like a sweet spot, and I'm still testing things out. Y'all have to remember that, like, I've only officially been in business for about a year. Now, one thing I do, I go up in small increments, and I don't go down. That's the funny part about it. I don't go down. So if I'm gonna charge $200 for something, I'm not about to go back down to $100. So that's just how I do things. So I am a firm believer that you have to build value into your services and your business as well. Like, you got to let them know why they should go with Mo's Mobile Detailing, but you got to know why they should go with your business without bashing other businesses. So I never get on anything saying you should go with me because I'm better than X, Y, and Z. That's never the goal. Me, I'm more like I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you type of person. So I'm gonna show you videos. I'm gonna direct you to the right information. I'm gonna give you all the information that you need to say, okay, yeah, I'll pay more to go with this guy than to go with these other guys, because this guy work seems very legit. I've had people pay more because of simple things like reviews. So this is something I never paid attention to before with other detailers, but apparently you can pay for reviews, Google reviews. Now, I never paid attention to it until customers started bringing it up to me. So I've had a couple of people go with me and with me knowing that I was more expensive than other people, because they said that my reviews just look legit compared to most a lot of other places around here. So another thing that I was just thinking of that kind of helped me determine pricing is when I was charging cheap, I also paid attention to tips. And the way I feel about it is, say you charge somebody about $70 to do something, and they tip you $30. You made $100 right there. So to me, my way of thinking was like, okay, they were willing and they could pay $100 for that service. So the way I thought about it was like, okay, would I rather make for sure the $100 or charge them $70 and hope they tip me $30 so I can make $100? And I mean, for me, I always felt like I'd rather just charge this than worried about tips and stuff. So I really didn't start getting like big tips like $50, $100 until I started charging more. That's when I started getting like those big tips, which is pretty crazy to me. So just a recap of what was done in this video, I did a full interior detail on this Kia. And as y'all saw, I did a seated carpet twice. That was already pre-planned before I got there because I figured that it was going to start browning because they were pretty bad, not kind of bad. And as y'all can see, they came out looking great. So if I'm not mistaken, this person actually did tip, but I don't remember. I think they tipped like $30. So I made about $355 or something like this off of that detail. Now, could I have charged more? Probably so. I could have charged probably $370, $400, I don't know, something like that. But I'm happy with what I'm charging right now, and eventually I will kind of go up on my pricing. So for some people, I may still be charging cheap, and to other people, they may say, dang, how can you charge that? So I don't know, bros. But like I said, when it comes to pricing, play around with different things. Try different things, up the price, see how many people you get. Don't get discouraged when you up the price. Sometimes you gotta wait and just put it out there. But thank y'all for watching. I hope you have had a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.